Hello everyone, it's Shauna coming to you live from her craft room in Edmond, Oklahoma. Today is September 7th, 2025. Hope you guys are having a fabulous weekend. I've had a great weekend. It's gone really fast, but I have been in my craft room all weekend gearing up. Me and my husband are going on vacation this week, so I've been trying to be caught up so that I'm not behind, if that makes sense. We're going to Arkansas for a Jeep Jam. If anyone knows my husband, he has a Jeep. He loves doing trails, so we're gonna go spend the week in Eureka Springs, doing fun stuff, sightseeing, trail rides. So it should be a lot of fun, but I wanted to fully enjoy it. So I wanted to make sure I had everything wrapped up in my Stampin' Up! World. So, or is anybody else like that? Do you have to be ahead so that you can fully enjoy something? Excuse me. So that you're not worried about when you get back home and you're behind? I don't know why. I overthink things. I stress out. I have to be ahead. So, I'm just giving it a few minutes before everybody pops on. We are going through the new holiday mini catalog. It is live. It launched last Wednesday, September 3rd. Hopefully you guys have had a chance to look at the digital copy or stop by my house and pick up a couple of catalogs. I know I've had some people do that. If you're like me, I want to look at it online because I want to see it as soon as I can. But I like looking through the catalog better. And then, to be even honest, I like watching people's videos and seeing the actual product, because there's a lot of stuff that when you see it online you're like, ooh yeah, and then you see it in catalog and you're like, that's not quite what I thought. But then when you see it physical form on video, it's like, yes, that's what I want. So I have to see it in different ways, different versions. But if you have stopped by and picked up your mini catalog, I have several of them. I also gave you a wish list. I'm a list maker. I don't know about you, but I overthink things. In fact, yes, I have a little bit of OCD. This stuff in the yellow is actually, the stuff in the orange is Halloween, the stuff in the yellow is Thanksgiving, the stuff in the pink is Christmas, and the stuff in the blue is winter. So I'm very much a neat freak, but I want to have everything in my head pre-planned, and that helps me also pre-plan for classes, for Facebook Lives. I want to make sure that I have something for every season. What do I like better from this and that? So again, if you've stopped by my house and picked up a catalog, I should have given you a shopping list. If you haven't picked up your catalog and you want it, just holler at me. Again, this week is not going to be a great week because we're going to be out of town, but if you come in the next day, I will be here tomorrow, so just holler at me. All right. Then, before we get started, again, I'm still kind of waiting for some people to jump on, but let's go ahead and do this real quick. And you know what, before I get too into this, I haven't even thought about the technology stuff. Let me make sure that I am live on the right page and that you guys can see me and that you can hear me. And that you guys, okay, I'm in the right page. You guys can see me, you can hear me, I'm faced the right way. I have live comments on. That was an issue last weekend. I don't know what the deal was. If you're scrolling through Facebook World and you see the live button on the right, the left-hand side blinking, stop by, say hi. I'm on Facebook right now. If you don't see the live button, then you're watching a replay, and just comment replay in the comments and I'll know that you stopped by and saw it. If you ever have questions, you can put the comment. I always go back and look at the comments and reply to everybody. Or you can send me a private message. I'm also on YouTube. If you're ever trying to go back and find an old video for measurements, for supplies, go over to YouTube. Creating Cards from the Heart. And I try to link it every once in a while. It is in my About Me information, the link's there. So, or if you Google, you'll find it. But if not, send me a private message again and I can send you the link. Facebook used to let us keep our videos on here for as long as we wanted. And now I think they only let us keep it on there for maybe 30 days or 60 days. And then you can't see them anymore. So, go over to YouTube. Excuse me. I still have the allergy stuff. I'm so sorry. I want it to be done. I was just telling my husband that if I'm all caught up. I just took pictures, guys, of my October scrapbooking and card class. I'm ready. So, I'm caught up there. I feel good so that we can go and completely enjoy our week. And if I could just get rid of this crud, and he goes, yeah, me too. Because he's all got the chest stuff. I don't know what it is. Change in the weather, we love it. Not. Okay. Everybody should be popping on. We're 6 minutes in. Stampin' Up. Just want to go over some housekeeping stuff. I talk about this every week because I want you to know. We have 3 levels of creativity. We have something for everyone. We have our step-by-step kits, which are instructions. They're great for beginners. They're great if you don't have your creative mojo going. I love our kits, and I'm a very avid scrapbooker, card maker. I've been doing it for a long time. I love our kits, but they are great for beginners. We have our intermediate, which is level 2, which is our quick and easy options. It's our mix and match section. And when I go through the catalog today, I'm going to go through each section because I want you guys to know where it's at in the catalog, because Stampin' Up splits it up that way. And then there's level 3, which is the avid card maker, scrapbooker, you know, pretty much most of our catalog, where you pick a stamp, you pick a paper, you just do what you want to do. Let your creative go. I mean, sometimes it's just fun to sit down and play because you never know what you're going to end up with. So, speaking of our step-by-step kits, we have them in card form and scrapbooking form. These are the ones online in the brown box. Just go to StampinUp.com. We come out with 2 new kits, sometimes 3 every month. So these kits are always rotating and revolving in and out. This is a good masculine one that I still haven't put together. I'm kind of saving it. But they are all inclusive. So they come with your paper, your ink, your stamping block, your adhesive, your stamp set, everything. You can literally take this box camping, to a sporting kids practice, and create away. You don't need anything else other than this box. Now, we also have a monthly subscription called Paper Pumpkin. This is kind of a surprise each month. It's kind of like Christmas every month. We get little sneak peeks throughout, but we never quite know what the kit is until we get it. Speaking of sneak peeks, here is the one for September. So you have to be subscribed to be a Paper Pumpkin member by September 10th to get this kit that's coming up. It's going to be fall themed. That's our sneak peek, because those are some fall colors: pecan pie, Cajun craze, pumpkin pie. It's got some little acorns, some nuts, a fox. It says that it coordinates this suite right here. You're going to see in the mini catalog. So that's our little sneak peek. And there are some add-on dies. This little die right here makes the acorn or the strawberry. Has a little leaf. Has a great little circle sentiment that's stitched. So don't forget, if you do become a Paper Pumpkin member, that the add-on dies are a great addition to help make your kits go further. I said that they are card and scrapbooking. Here's a scrapbooking one. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see because I'm zoomed way in, because I want you guys to be able to see the catalog that we're going to go through. But we do have them, again, in card and scrapbooking form. This is one from last year. This is not a current one. If you need an extra one, I have an extra one. But it shows you how to cut your paper, how to lay your paper in the trimmer. It tells you how to put your pages together, what they're supposed to look like. I mean, it tells you where to put what. So, very easy to follow along and assemble. Again, step-by-step instructions. You can't go wrong. Now, do you have to follow them? No. Can you go rogue? Absolutely. I do it all the time. It is very hard for me to put together a kit. Like it says, people make fun of me all the time. So, again, we're going to go through the new holiday mini catalog, but this is our annual catalog. This goes usually from summer to summer. So, May 2025 to April 2026. There's some great product in here. There is some great new product in this one. We have one annual catalog that goes from summer to summer. Then we have two mini holiday catalogs. One that's for the fall that goes usually from September through the end of December. And then we come out with a new one that goes from January until April or May usually. So, and then we have online exclusives that come out 3 times a year. These are items that can only be found online. And this online, not only did this mini catalog go live on September 3rd, the online exclusives came out September 3rd. So there is lots of new product to shop for, to see. So again, our catalogs are great, but if you're not looking online, you're missing out on the kits, you're missing out on the online exclusives, you're missing out on the last chance products, which are our discounted products. So really, the best place to be shopping is online. Just real quick, so far, we're at 2 craft shows this year. I'm looking at doing a 3rd, and I think I've narrowed it down. So if you know of any good craft shows, let me know. This one is in the month of September. It's the last Saturday of September, September 27th. This is at a church off of Western, in between 33rd and 15th. It is right down the road from me. It's a small church, and this is only their 5th craft show that they've done. So this is a small craft show. If you're here local, stop by, say hi, see what they have. If you're not local, I would not make a trip for this craft show. I would wait for one of the bigger ones. This one is November 8th. It's Earth Glow Market. I think this is their 35th year that they've had it. It's from 9 to 3. This one is only from 10 to 2. It's only a 4-hour. This one's a 6-hour. This is a good one to go to. And then there's another one that we're going to be doing. This one is off of MacArthur, in between Memorial and 33rd, or 150th, if you know Oklahoma City streets or Edmond streets. There's another one that we're looking at doing. It's called North Pole Market, and it's for Putnam City School. Sometimes we usually do the Piedmont School, but the Piedmont one and this one were both the same day. So we're going to do this one instead of the Piedmont one, but we are going to do the Putnam City North School. So that'll be a big one. They have those, several of them. So if you're going to be traveling, I would wait to come probably to the Putnam City one or the Piedmont one. All right. I think, sneak peek for those that are popping on. I told you guys that I like to be ahead of the game, and that I already have my October scrapbooking and card class designed and ready to go. So if you're here and you're watching, here's some sneak peeks. Here's a shaker card. It uses the cute new treat box or treat bags. And then here's a card. Opens up like this. And then here's a card. So again, I have not opened this up for registration yet. I'll do that the middle of September, but that's a sneak peek. And then here is a sneak peek of the scrapbook pages for the month of October. Sorry, again, I'm zoomed way in so that we can see the catalog, but you can see that this is camping related. What happens at the campground stays at the campground and gets laughed at all year long. Life is better outdoors. Life is better in the woods. This was using the Weekend Adventures, I believe. Hold on. Yeah, Weekend Adventures scrapbooking workshop kit. I have pre-cut though these on my Cricut, so those are not in the kit. It's all good in the woods. Camping is my favorite sport. Home is where you park it. There are a lot of different page titles, sayings in this, and to be quite honest, I'm thinking that I might continue that for the month of November because, let me show you, I have so many different ideas for page titles. I love you at the mountains. Let's sleep under the stars. Mountain air runs through my veins. Life is best hiking. I mean, there are so many page titles. Memories are made outdoors. So let's get toasted. You're a campfire cutie. So anyway, I'm thinking I will probably use this paper and create something else for November. This is actually the kit that Stampin' Up! Sells, and you can make these 3 2-page layouts. So if you don't want what I do and just want what the Stampin' Up, again, step-by-step instructions to show you how to do those 6 pages. So, but again, Weekend Adventure Scrapbooking Workshop Kit, and it comes with a couple of sheets of die cuts and a sheet of stickers and some paper. It's a great kit. If you guys love to go camping, hiking, outdoors, nature, you're gonna love that kit. So, but anyway, that is a sneak peek of October's card and scrapbooking classes. I think we're going to try to meet back in person instead of doing a class to go kit. I think people's lives have settled down enough to where we can do that and get together. I enjoy getting together more. I like to sit around and talk and catch up with the girls and eat and snack, and you know, that's just my thing. Okay, so let's get the catalog back. Where did I put it? Here it is. Let's take a walk through this and the online exclusives that came out. And again, I'm going to be showing you some of the product that I actually have here in my office. And that way you'll get an idea of kind of what we're going to be doing and working with October, November, December, probably 1st of January for winter stuff. So you guys have seen the front and the back for the last month. This paper is gorgeous. There is a lot of specialty paper in the catalog, which means that it's got gold foiling or copper, or, you know. So our normal packs of paper are $12.50. The specialty is $16.50, I believe. So a little bit more pricier, but the paper, oh my gosh, guys. In fact, I have a box. Of course, I put in an order on September 1st so that I could make sure I had enough stuff for all my September classes. And it'll be here tomorrow. I was hoping that I would have it by today so that I could show you guys the new product in it. But anyway, I'll show you what's coming. So again, the 3 levels that I talk about every Facebook Live, that is how the table of contents is split up. So pages 6 through 11 are the step-by-step kits. Page 12 through 19 are the quick and easy options, so the mix and match, the memories and more. And then page 20 through 61 is the creativity your own way. So level 1, level 2, level 3, and then it talks a little bit about joining if you want to join, and it has the index. A great little message from Sarah, the co-founder. Those are always fun. We always have a couple of stamp sets that we call Making a Difference stamp sets. And so this one is Love and Courage. It's a breast cancer awareness, or cancer awareness at all. You know, there are a picture here of some of the staff at Stampin' Up! Who have gone through that journey. But for every stamp set, they will donate $3 to the breast cancer organizations. So this is our Making a Difference stamp set, and it's a great stamp set. So the whole reason why I love Stampin' Up! Is I love to give gifts from the heart, whether that be a card, whether that be a treat box. Again, if you guys have been around for long, you'll know that this is my favorite time of year when it comes to card making and treat boxes, because it starts off with Halloween and of course candy. So you give It's a giving season. So this talks about occasions to give, you know, Grandparents' Day, we just had that. National Coffee Day, Teachers' Day, seasonal fundraisers, Thanksgiving, National Neighbor Day, Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's Eve. So it is the season of giving, and I love to give. That's how I show my love. So here we talk about the step-by-step. So level 1, the kits collection. It shows the brown boxes up here. Remember I said that we come out with at least 2 kits every month, sometimes 3. Here are the scrapbooking workshop kits. Again, step-by-step instructions. If you want to follow them to the T, you can. Here is a look at a couple of our kits. This one I just put on my Facebook page a couple days ago. It's a great Christmas kit that became available. So if you want to get a jump start on your Christmas cards, this is a great kit to start with. There's also a tag kit. And we do have some kits that are home decor. So this makes a garland, a fall leaf garland. So this is the scrapbooking workshop kit called Keeping Traditions. Again, it makes these 3 2-page layouts. So if you like the kits, the step-by-step instructions, it also comes with all this paper, the designer series paper, so the pattern paper, the card stock. It looks like it has some stickers and probably a couple of die cuts if I had to guess. This kit, everything comes, it's $36. Again, it comes with your step-by-step instructions, 10 sheets of designer series or pattern paper, 5 sheets of the 2-tone cardstock, 2 sheets of the white willow, that's just the white cardstock, 3 sheets of stickers and pre-cut images. Usually that is 1 sheet of stickers and then 2 sheets of die-cut, pre-cut, pop-out images. It comes with your photo placeholders, so if you don't have the photos yet, like if you want to do this and put it together and have it ready for your Christmas pictures that you're going to take in December, you can put your photo place card holders. They're just little white, like 4x6 or 3x3. It has the dimensions on there, and you put those where your photos would go. Some additional products that you might need to help assemble the kit are your adhesive, which is the Stamp and Seal, your dimensionals if you want to pop stuff up for depth, a paper trimmer, maybe some liquid glue. This one says an old olive stamp pad. That I guess is the main color in that kit. And then a Wink of Stella glitter brush, which, you know, our Wink of Stella glitter makes everything better. Here again is Peaceful Days Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. It makes these 3 2-page layouts. Comes with all this pattern paper, all the cardstock, sticker sheet, a couple of die cut sheets. It's $36. So those were our kits, step-by-step instruction kits. This is the level 2. This is our quick and easy options, the mix and match. So there's a couple of ways that this works. I'm going to reach across my desk and grab something. I wrote this down because I can never remember. If any of you guys have heard about Project Life, Heidi Swapp, they are and I have some on my way to my house, but it's almost like a clear photo album sheet that is scored and split into different sections. So I'm going to hold this up. Hopefully you can see it. This particular page right here is cut into 4s. This one right here in the background is cut into 3s. So you can slide photos in here. You can slide journaling strips in here. I don't know if you can see that in the background. You can slide what we call our Memories and More card packs. So if you've ever seen a Memory and More, let me grab one. I have an old one right here. This one was a birthday themed. But our Memories and More, of course, where's it at? Hold on. Sorry, I thought I had it right here. This is what I get for putting stuff away. Ooh. Okay. Got it. Maybe. Oh, my gracious. This Memories and More is a great Christmas one. It comes with some, when you get your Memory and More, it comes with some 4x6. These are thicker than designer series paper, almost more of like a card base. But you get several different, you get some stickers. They're double-sided, of course, not the stickers, but the paper. So, but you get several sheets of each. And you can take these and slide those into these split up photo slots. They also come with 3x4. And again, several of each. There's some journaling squares so that you can write on. And again, these are all double-sided. But it's very easy to just mix and match. Everything coordinates, and you slip your photos, your journaling, your pretty little designer series paper in there. Maybe you use one that said, I don't know, you did it. Like there's something that they did on that page that you're talking about, you know. And it also comes with card bases and envelopes. I always love our envelopes. Stampin' Up! Goes out of their ways, but these are very easy. Again, a couple different kinds, but they are pre-made, pre-scored card bases, and you can take this and then take one of these and cut it up and layer it on there and put an image. But anyway, these are our Memories and More. So let me get these off my desk. So you can make cards with them. You can put them in the Memories and More photo pocket pages and make scrapbook albums. And again, you can design it however you want because everything coordinates and you just mix it and match it however you want to. So that is our level 2. So this talks about the cards, not the cards, the, this page right here talks about these. And then the next page, when you flip over, the card pack is what we call those. This one talks about the card envelopes and card bases. So these right here. So again, that is our mix and match section. We also have some 6x6 paper, and this pack of paper comes with 8 pieces of each one of these. So it's always a total of 48. So depending on how they split it up, if there's 8 different ones, then there's 6 different designs. And one of these designs is some die cuts. So these two right here are just punch outs. But anyway, beautiful. You can see that they've cut it up. They've made tags. So there's a one right here that you can cut and make out of tags. Here is a ephemera pack with words. So you can easily make a scrapbook page with these using the words, or you can make the cards with the words. So you just take an envelope, a card base, a word, a piece of paper, and you put it all together however you want. You design it. There are some templates over here that you can use as a jumping off starting point. But that is our level 2, our mix and match. From here on out, it is level 3, so we're on page 16. Create however you want to. There is a great and easy Merry Christmas stamp set. It takes up most of the card. That's a great and easy way to mass produce if you're making a whole bunch of Christmas cards. A Child is Born. This is a great set. So if you're wanting to send a Christian card, I guess is the best way to put it. There are some samples on this next page. Some ink blending. Here's some tags. This is seasonal tags. None of this came home to me. And you'll see why here in a second. There's something else that I was like, yep, that's what I want. Builder Blossom. So this is a building stamp set. You can see where they have taken this one stamp and they're stamping a big O flower on it. So, and then you can take this one and then layer this one on top of it. So it is a building stamp. You build up layer by layer. Here is a great scenery stamp set. You know how much I love creating scenes. This one was really hard to not come home with me, but I have one that's similar to this already in my stash. But I love these to make little snow globes. You know how I love shaker cards. So this right here is perfect for that. A great sentiment set. This one is actually a little bit different than what we've had in the past. You'll see that this May Your Christmas Be Bright is in 3 different fonts. So one here, one here, one here. So size and font, you've got 3 different choices. Wishing you joy, wishing you joy, wishing you joy. So this one's a little bit different than the past. These are not all different sentiments. There's 3 of the same on each one. So this one is Traditions of Christmas. This paper is gorgeous. It has some gold foiling in it. Again, the catalog does not do it justice. This is on the way to my house. This is something that I wish would have arrived here today so that I could show it to you in person. It is beautiful. It does come with some glitter embellishments. Again, on the way to my house. It does come with some pretty ribbon. Here's the ribbon. This is a beautiful satiny glitter ribbon. Very easy to tie a bow with. It's just, you've got to have some real red ribbon when you're creating for Christmas. So this is a great ribbon. The embossing folder right here, just FYI, it is large and in charge. This is bigger than a card front. You cannot make a card with this embossing folder. This embossing folder is great for scrapbooking. This suite does come with 2 different stamp sets and dies, 2 bundles. So traditional labels, And here are the label dies that go together. This is a bundle. So you can buy this as a suite if you want everything. You can buy this as one bundle, or if you don't want this one, you want this bundle. So there's different ways you can buy it. These dies right here, I will say, cut out things on the paper. So it cuts out this and this one right here. But I'm telling you, that paper is gorgeous. Or if you just want the paper, you can buy just the paper. If you want just the ribbon, you can buy just the ribbon. And that's how I do a lot of things. I don't buy a lot of suites usually, but I have bought a couple. So again, here is them showing you how big, large, and in charge that embossing folder is. That is a scrapbook page, guys. That is not a card. So it is huge. They talk about the way that you can color. You know, we do have watercolor pencils. We have our blends. There are so many different techniques that you can do. Here is talking about making some tags with using that suite. So just some different ideas. This says give the gift of fun. Someone has made a box to give a whole bunch of tags that someone can put together and design. Anytime you see a QR code, you can scan the QR code and learn how to make that box. There is something on YouTube that shows you step by step. This one is called the North Pole Delivery Suite, and this one made its way to my house. This was one where as soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, please. So let me grab all the things for this suite. Okay, so the ribbon that comes with this suite is some really pretty, this is almost like velvet. This is very soft. It's not a ribbon. It's thick. It's more of like you could actually use this and sew this onto a dress. I probably will not use this for my Christmas cards, which is why I ended up getting the red ribbon, because the red will go with this suite as well. This to me reminds me of winter, so I will probably be using this on some winter cards. Here are the embellishments that come in this suite. It's called Dear Dots. It's 2 different sizes. So real red, pretty and pink. Is that pool party? It doesn't tell me. Let's see. Yes, Pool Party and Poppy Parade. So Poppy Parade, Petal and Pink, Pool Party, and Garden Green. 2 different sizes, and they're not low profile, but they're not very thick as some of our other ones have been. So these are definitely very easy to mail. You could definitely make cards and put these on there and mail them. So then it comes with this wonderful Jolly Delivery stamp and die set. Some of these, it says, hoping that Christmas is the most magical yet, special delivery, sending merry tidings, Merry Christmas and happy wishes from the North Pole. You know, if you know me, my parents, both of my parents worked at the post office, so this is kind of a postal stamp set. I had to get it, of course, but there is some dies that cut out some of the images in the paper. So this image, this image, this image, this image, all of those you can stamp and color, or you can cut out of the designer series paper. So you saw the dies that come with this. However, there is one die that is so big it will not fit in here, and it's this die right here, which I am going to show that die here in a second. This die is amazing. So let me show the paper off to you real quick. This is one of those paper packs that has 2 sheets. These are pre-cut. All you have to do is punch them out of dies. So again, some of those great animals. Here's a postal delivery truck that, you know, all the little critters are driving. Here is the back side of that piece. So you always get 2 of each sheet, or if you like both patterns, 1 of each sheet. It depends on how you look at it. If this doesn't mean anything to you, then you will probably want to have 2 of these sheets. These are very easy to cut out. But there's the first one. And then your second one is this right here. So again, some of those great critters that you can use those die cuts on to cut out if you want. But again, the back is this right here. So if you don't like this one, then you've got 2 sheets of this one. That was sheet 2. Here is sheet 3. And these are great for cutting out. Very easy to cut out and put on your card. So again, if this doesn't float your boat, then you've got 2 pieces of this. So that's sheet 3. Here's another one with some great critters. Here's the front and the back. Now this one, I love this. So this one's going to be really hard. This one I'll probably have to do 1 here and 1 here. So, but again, if one doesn't float your boat, you've got 2 of each. The one thing that I really did love about this paper is this sheet right here. So again, here's the front and the back. These are great little postal boxes if you want to cut one out. But this, to me, I thought, that's a shaker card just waiting to happen. So I will probably design a winter page based off of this piece of paper. So this kind of did Christmas and winter for me all in one. Let me put this back in here. So that is the paper, which is gorgeous. Those are the embellishments, the ribbon. Let's talk about this die real quick. So let me put that catalog off to the side and pull out this die. I want you guys to see how amazing this die is. Let me grab my die cut machine. Now, a lot of people were upset about this die because you cannot fit a gift card in this little box. This makes a box. However, you can, because, you know, Stampin' Up! Has to, our machines and most of the die cutting machines that are out there only are 6 inches wide. So you can't make a huge die. Not 6 inches, 6 foot, sorry. 6 foot, listen to me. 6 inches, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. So this die, if you look very closely, there's these 3 little things right here. These things have 3 little things. Here's a star, here's a heart, here's a circle. I'm gonna go, let's do this star. These are the closures for the box. So when you take your die and cut it, this fits perfectly on a 6x6 piece of paper. So when you lay your paper on here and you take this die with the 3 little notches, you're going to lay that up in those notches. These notches tell you exactly where to line it up with trying to get it in there. Give me just a second. There we go. It kind of clicks into place. So when you run this through, I mean, they can only make a die so large so that it'll fit in the machine. So they're kind of limited on the space. However, you know us, we're great at manipulating things, right? Okay, so So when you run that through and you die cut it, let me get this out of my way. And this is just using the boho. I went over this pack of paper, just boho vibes it's the rainbow. It's the one that I've used a few times on the last shaker card I did. Okay, so the way that this card or box, not card, box, Shauna, it's a box. It cuts, not cuts, it does all the score lines for you when you run this box through. When you run that die through your machine, it cuts and scores all the score lines. So, and this little star, see how it did not cut out of the paper? But this is your closure. How cool is this, guys? So, again, this is kind of how it goes together, but it's not big enough for a gift card. So if you were to put this box together, I'm doing a very rough, because I want you guys to see. It goes together. I forgot to fold down my tabs. You would put glue on these little tabs right here, these 4 tabs, and then glue those and pull that up, and then close the box like this. And here's the little star. And that star keeps your box closed. So there's the little box. This measures 3 by a little over 2.5. So again, not big enough for a gift card. However, if, this is why I didn't want to glue it together, because I want to show this to you. Instead of, if you were to put your gift card in here, you can tell that you can fold on the inside score lines. There's a score line here and a score line here, so that it makes your side of your box. So here's a score line, here's a score line. If you went on the first score line, like that, and didn't have a side, and instead of, here's a score line, here's a score line, instead of folding this over and having the side right here, if you just were to fold in your flap like this and do this score line, whereas again, you would not have your dimension, your depth, your side, it does fit a gift card. So again, let me show that to you. If I were to go ahead and not fold on that score line, but fold on this one and fold on this one, and then bring your tags up, your tabs, you could, again, that's your bottom piece, you could easily Actually, those tabs would need to go in first so that you could slide your card down in here. You could easily do this as a gift card. However, your closure, your star, is in the wrong spot. So instead of, when you run your die through, instead of running these three little closure tabs through at the same time, you would go ahead, run this through your die cutting machine, and then come back and mark on your paper where you would need this little die to go. So if you, and then, because this would not be here because we didn't cut that out because we didn't run it through that way, if you would mark your paper and then place your paper through your die cut machine again like this, it would put your closure in the right spot to where when you folded it up for the gift card, it would close with this cute closure. Hopefully that makes sense. But there is a way to do a gift card. That's my main. So again, if I just, let me fold that up. I'm going to grab a pencil. I'm going to mark my little spot on my paper. Let's go with the heart. I'm going to bring my die cut machine back in because I want you guys to see this. All it is an adjustment. You're just folding different lines and putting your closure die in a different spot. I probably don't have this lined up exact, but that's a pretty good, I think it'll work. I'm just trying to hurry up and do this and not take up a whole bunch of time. It always takes longer than an hour for the Facebook Live when we do a walkthrough. So, because I want to show off products to you. Okay. I want you guys to see the versatility and the way that you can use things. So here's the little heart that we just ran through. So if we were to fold that back up, where'd my gift card go? Let's put my little gift card in here. And now bring this down. See, our closure is in the right spot. And it still closes beautifully with that closure. And it's the perfect size for a gift card. Anyway, just FYI, there were a lot of people that were very upset and mad that this did not fit a gift card. And it can, with just a little tweaking and a little bit of adjustments. So, FYI. Okay, that talked about that suite. So let's bring back in our catalog. Here is some cute ideas using that suite of products. Here are some cute boxes that are made using that die that I just showed off. Here is the Peaceful Garden Suite. I did not get this suite of product, but I do have a sample to show you. This has a great stamp die set, has a beautiful embossing folder, has some great glitter paper, some beautiful ribbon. Here are some really pretty different shades of blue. They look like flowers, but they're kind of like a star or a snowflake. This paper is beautiful. Here's the card that I made using that suite of products. Again, it's Peaceful Garden. So this embossing folder, it's beautiful. And it has this shape right here in the middle. I don't know if you can see it on there, but this white piece right here is just sitting on that empty opened spot. See that empty opened spot right there? So there is a die that is that shape, so you can cut out that. There's some ink blending. These doves are beautiful. So, and here's the ribbon. It's some blue glittery ribbon. It's so pretty, guys. It's a great suite of products. Not my style, but great suite of products. Here's some tags that they made using that die. Just some ideas. Lights of Aurora is this sweet collection. And if you guys loved the scenic dies that I used for September's scrapbook card making class, you're gonna love these. However, these are on a much bigger scale. So I have not bought these yet, but they are on their way to my house. I mean, they will be coming to my house. I haven't bought them yet. But these are more scrapbooking size, whereas the scenic ones that I used last month, on the last card actually that I did for Facebook Live, those were more card making size. But there are some trees, some mountains. There's this thing right here that creates some hills and like a lake. So let you look at, see how it creates this lake back here, and this lake goes back between these trees. I mean, it is just beautiful. There are some frosted iridescent dots that are in Berry Burst, Gorgeous Grape, Balmy Blue, and Clear. Those are beautiful. Some Balmy Blue ribbon. So I love the dies. I love the dots, the embellishments, and the ribbon. The paper, I'm not too crazy about. It is beautiful paper. I just don't see myself creating a card with the Northern Lights. I don't know why. The stamp set, not my style. Those are pretty big words. But here is a home decor, a picture. I mean, that kind of shows you how big those dies are. They're big. And they're made just like the scenic ones that I used last week, where it doesn't, like, you can put your die, run it through, and then put your die again, run it through, and it does a continuous thing of trees, a continuous lake, and you only have to run it through your die cut machine twice to do a scrapbook page. So these dies are 6 inches. They're as wide as the Big Shot, or as your die cutting machine. Autumn Toil, or Toile, if you want to say it that way, is a very pretty autumn suite. It has this pack of paper. I love the pumpkins in this pack of paper, but the rest of the paper I didn't care for. So I did not get this pack of paper because there is another Thanksgiving paper that I fell in love with on the online exclusives that I'll show you here in just a second. So if you are a hunter, this is a great paper for hunting. There's some quail or dove, some deer, some foxes, so great hunting paper. I will have to say though, I don't know if you guys see this die right here, this leaf die. It is beautiful. So this is a suite that comes again with 2 different stamps, 2 different bundles. So there's Amber Autumn, which is a great pumpkin, acorns, oak leaves. Here is that die. So this die set may have to make its way to my house. I have not ordered it yet, but a great oak tree. Here's a deer. These dots are beautiful. These are called streaked dots. These are on the way to my house. I loved those. It almost reminds me of like a coffee. There's some different browns and there's some shades. Here is some irregular weave. Now this goes back to what I was saying at the very beginning. When I saw this online, I loved it. Could not wait. And then when I got the catalog, I thought, oh, that's not gold, that's vanilla. And it does. It says it in the catalog that it is irregular weave 3/8 vanilla. And I thought, I wanted gold. I was just thinking that it was gold because this is not really gold, but metallic paper. So I kind of thought it had that gold coppery look. Well, then I saw it on somebody's video and thought, that is not at all what I thought it was. I was thinking in the past, if you've ever seen, we've got some great ribbon like this that looks like cobwebby. It came out with silver for Halloween and some gold for Christmas. This is, and it was soft and pliable and easy to make a ribbon with. This is hard. I don't know how you would ever tie a bow with it. So I'm letting you know, because I was really excited about this, and now, nope. In fact, let me just say, no heart. I don't know if you'll ever notice, but when I go through the catalog, I'm like, yep, I love, nope, I don't. That is one that I'm very glad that I saw that on somebody's video before I ordered it, because it would have been on my first order. Here's some ideas and some samples using that paper. If you've ever heard about the One Sheet Wonder, it's how you can cut up a 12 by 12 piece of paper and get different sizes and use it and produce different cards. So here is, so this is showing the kit. Okay, so we have our, let me pull that back in. Give me just a second. Let me find it. Where did I put it? It's right here. Okay. So when I said we have step-by-step instruction kits, and I showed you this Halloween kit from last year, this is called a scrapbooking workshop kit. Again, step-by-step instructions. If you want to get it like this, you can, or you can get this same thing in what's called a sticker and design series paper pack. Now be very careful when you're buying this, because let me come back to the very front where our kits were. Okay, here's our mix and match, here's our kit. So Peaceful Days Workshop Kit, Keeping Tradition Scrapbooking Kit. So this kit that makes these 3 2-page layouts comes with all of this. Well, if you don't want the step-by-step instructions and you just want the paper and the sticker and you want to design it your own way, you can get it in a different form back here. And this is basically level 3. So this was a level 1. This was a kit, a step-by-step instruction kit. And then we talked about those photo pages and the step 2, the mix and match. This is the step 3 scrapbooking. So you'll notice in this one it had 3 sheets. It had 2 die cut sheets and a sticker sheet. And this one, it only has the one sticker sheet and the pack of paper. Now you can buy this stamp set and the coordinating cardstock separate, but it does not come together like it does in the workshop. So the Scrapbooking from Scratch Level 3 has the same paper and same sticker sheet, but it's not the workshop Level 1 kit. So if you want step-by-step instructions, get this one. If you want to use that paper but design it your own way, this is what you're looking for. Hope that makes sense. And again, it's the same thing with the Peaceful Days. You can get that back here in the workshop kit, or you don't have to buy the kit if you just want the paper and the sticker sheet. Get this one, design it however you want. So if you're wanting a kit, step-by-step instructions, go that route. If you're not getting the Scrapbooking from Scratch, you can go do that way. Here's a great little cute squirrel. I think this is great for autumn. Fluffy squirrel. This, now we're in the bundle, so we just did the suites. A suite is where you have the paper, the ribbon, the embellishment, the stamp set, the die. This is just the bundles now, so a stamp and a die. So this does not have coordinating paper, coordinating ribbon. This just has either a stamp and a die set, or in this case, a stamp and a punch. So he is so cute. Go nuts, it's your birthday. May you gather happiness. Can't wait to see you again. I did not get him. He is cute. I don't know. I'm on the fence. This branching out bundle is making its way to my house as we speak. I want to get this for the shaker winter card that I was talking about with that paper. And this is kind of where I got the idea. This is not a shaker card, but I could tell that this was like, it could be a shaker card very easily. So when I saw this, I was like, yes, that's what I want to do. This stamp set is great because it's not only a Christmas, this has wishing you a day filled with many happy moments. That would be great for a birthday. To a very special someone, sent with lots of love. That's Valentine's. From our family to yours, that would be a great Christmas. Happiest birthday wishes. Thinking of you brings joy to my heart. Hello. So this branching out stamp set, the sentiments can be used year round. So you will be seeing that. Words for the Season is a great stamp set, probably the best stamp set out of this catalog, I think, as far as sentiments go, because it has, a Christmas. May the magic of Christmas fill each corner of your home and heart. So incredibly grateful for all my blessings, especially you. So that's Thanksgiving. Have a spectacular Halloween. So Halloween. So you got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Let's toast to yesterday's achievements and tomorrow's bright future. That could be New Year's Eve. That could be graduation. So words for the season, don't miss that. There is a die that goes with it to cut out these big words. So if that's your thing, it's not mine. I can do that on my Cricut. So here's a great snowflake bundle. It comes with the stamp and the mask, so ink blending, and it comes with the dies. Now, this is not coming to my house because look how big this snowflake is. I love this snowflake, and I think the ink blending could be a ton of fun. You could go, like, see here where they did pinks and reds. It doesn't have to be blues and greens. but it's so big. And there is another snowflake set on the online exclusives that you'll see here in a second. So this one I love. Gingerbread Man Bundle. It has a great gingerbread stamp set and die set. Now, the reason why I want it is this gingerbread is a card in itself. I don't know if you guys can see right here. Whoops. I knew that was going to happen. Let's try that again. See? That's a card. It cuts the front and the back of the gingerbread man, and you can just open it and write in it. So you can use it and just cut out one gingerbread and put him on the front of a card. He's big, he's large and in charge, but I love it that it's got this little die right here that you can cut his leg and it says, "Oh snap." I mean, adorable, right? It's got several different faces that you can stamp or die cut. Delightful decorative dots, that is on the way to my house. I love, it's got timid tiger, shaded spruce, and real red, and it's got a great glitter look to it. So I'm excited to get those. I think that's going to be a great embellishment for Christmas. Here was Stay Warm. This is a, I'm trying to think of a reversible stamp set where you can use both sides of the stamp. So you can use the back side to stamp the background layer and then flip the stamp over and use the top front side to put all the detail on the sweater. Now this does not come with dies. So if you're getting that, get ready to fussy cut. So, you know me and fussy cutting. It's a no-no. I don't like it. I don't do it. That's why I have a Cricut. I'm not fussy cutting. That's not coming to my house. However, this die right here, so here's some pattern tag dies. This is a cute die set right here. Don't miss that. Here's a hybrid embossing folder so you can emboss and cut the sayings all at once. I did not get that. I don't know if I'd use it. Here's Joyful Tidings. I do love wreaths, but I have wreaths. Magic and Hope. This is a great tag set. I got plenty of tags, so again, not coming to my house. Happy Place. This is a $1 Million Achiever stamp set by Sharon Armstrong. I love the Happy. She has, if you Google Sharon Armstrong, she's done multiple cards using this. She's colored it. So that's a cute stamp set, but I probably wouldn't use it. I don't even have words for this. Petal arrangements. And that's the end of the catalog. So it does talk about gathering and having fun and having people over. It talks about shop, earn, rewards, save. So anytime you purchase something, 10% goes into a little account that you have online that you can use towards your next purchase. So anytime you buy something with Stampin' Up, you're going to earn rewards 10%. So if you spend $30, the next time you go buy something, you're going to have $3 sitting there for your next future purchase. If you ever want to become a demonstrator, there are perks. You get a discount. You get to see stuff firsthand. We get it about a month before you guys can order it. So let me know. But of course I did it just to get the discount, and now look at me. I'm hooked. So here's an index. This talks about Paper Pumpkin, subscribing. If you ever have questions on Paper Pumpkin, if you've thought about it and you just haven't because it's something that you have to sign up for, it's very easy, let me know. And again, here's a QR code. It'll take you to StampiNUp.com because there are more things online. So speaking of online, let me pull out the online exclusives brochure. There's not a whole bunch in here like the catalog, so it won't take us very long. I know it's already 5:20. But I do want to show you some stuff. So, speaking of online stuff, now, before I open this, so you saw the Christmas suite that I'll be using. So, Christmas and winter, I'll be using North Pole delivery. Let's kind of back up the train. Halloween, online exclusive. This has been out for about a month, but I don't want you guys to miss this. It's called Spooky Suite, and I have shared this before. So let me show you. This suite of products comes with some Petunia Pop glitter iridescent ribbon. It is beautiful. It is soft. It ties nicely. It has some puffy glitter stars in 3 different sizes and in 3 different colors. There is purple. I would say that is gorgeous grape. Some white, some black. You can see I've already used this. As I told you guys before, I just finished designing my October card class, which is Halloween. So it comes with these cute iridescent treat bags. So if you want to make treat bags, these bags you can use for so much more than a gift bag, you guys. I used it as a shaker card on one of my cards for my October class. You can cut out poinsettias and flowers with these. I mean, you don't have to use them as gift bags at all. But let me grab, since I am kind of backing up the door and showing, this is kind of why I showed off these cards in the beginning. But this treat bag is right here, is the shaker card for this card. All 3 of these cards were made using this suite of products. So this is our Halloween October card class. Again, if you're interested, let me know. I will put you on my email. I have not opened up the registration for that class yet. It'll be the middle of September when I get back from our week in Arkansas. But let me show off this paper. So this paper right here, this was this paper right here. So this piece right here goes right here in the middle. So I needed that for my card. So I've kind of dug into this paper. Again, this is double-sided. So yes, I love this Petunia Pop. However, I'm probably going to need both sides of this, because you can cut this down and make scene cards, and I love scene cards. So here's the second page. I love this. This looks like some big apartment building in New York, you know, little eyeballs and cats and pumpkins. But again, if you don't love this and you like this, you have choices. You can have 2 pages of that, or 2 pages of this, or 1 of each. So up to you. This reminds me of a chalkboard. It's got some distressed and some orange in it. The back side of this is some candy. A couple of other things that I have already pre-made. This was a while back. I made this little treat holder using these little, I've got these test tubes. That's what I'm trying to say. But that uses that paper right there. We have this cute little treat box right here. This uses, of course, the ribbon and the puffy stickers. It has a dog that's dressed up as Frankenstein or a kitty cat that's dressed up as a witch, which will make more sense when you see the paper. But this little box opens up like this. Cute little treat holder. So here is a page that you can cut apart for tags if you do choose to use the iridescent treat bags and make little goodie bags for your trick-or-treaters. The back side of it's just this, so again you can have one of each page or two of the tags. Here is the back side and the front side. Again, love this. I mean, this bat doesn't think he's Halloweenish enough. He's got to dress up as a ghost. You've got a bear that's dressed up as a vampire. This pig that's dressed up as a superhero. This flamingo that is dressed up as a princess. I mean, don't you just love it? And again, if I bring back in this shaker card, in the back, that is the paper that I've used for the shaker. So, part of this has been cut apart. I apologize. However, we have 2 pages. Yes, 2 pages of die cut punch out pieces. So, our little mummy hippo is a die cut. Our little bear who's dressed up as the Tooth Fairy or a princess is a die cut. You've got some trees, some pumpkins, some bats, some candy corn, some potion bottles, a little cauldron with some goo in it. This reminds me of the Fruit Loops, the toucan, a little witch's broom, some trees, a little banner. But again, you get 2 pages of that. So this, again, is an online exclusive. Don't miss out on those online exclusives, guys. I'm telling you, they are super cute, and sometimes they are cuter than what is in the catalogs. Again, we talked about this. Happy Halloween. No tricks, all treats. Don't worry, eat sweets. Yes, you don't have to tell me twice. It's got a great haunted house. It has this little fence, a couple of bats. These little things cut out the little trick-or-treating pumpkin basket. It's got a witch's broom. Here's the dog. Here's the cat. This one right here is a really cool die. Let me show it to you because I want you guys to see what it does. Because it just looks like a normal die and it's not. So let me grab my Big Shot again. Just a scratch piece of paper. Okay, So, oh, I just tore it. What you can do is take this little bat and pop him up. So it makes like this little, there's a little score line there, and you fold that back. So basically it folds back on itself, and then the bat part, so this part up here folds back on this part, and you've got a little pop-up bat. So a great little tab for, you know, the, say you had, you know, a piece of paper, great little topper for your treat bags. So cute, cute die. I really think Stampin' Up! Has come a long way with the dies here lately. I think they've stepped up the dies. Those scenic adventures, the mountains and the trees and everything that I used last week, you guys, those dies were amazing. So anyway, if you love Halloween, a great online exclusive, don't miss it. Okay. So now let me pull in this again. My desk is getting crazy. Okay, we're almost done. So here is the paper that I was talking about. You know, we had Thanksgiving paper in our mini catalog, but here is some Thanksgiving paper and a suite that is online. And you guys, I am in love with this paper. It's called Gathering Together. This is some of the specialty paper. I don't know if you guys can see the gold that's in these leaves. It's amazing. But again, each one is double-sided, so you can have 2 pieces of this, or you can have 2 pieces of this, or 1 of each. Here's the second piece, so front and back. And again, it's got that beautiful gold foiling in it. Here's the front and back of the third. And the lines have that beautiful gold. Here is page 4. Love the little toadstools, the little mushrooms. This, to me, the paper, again, is just so much more beautiful than that hunting paper in the mini catalog. And that hunting paper, there were 3 designs, 4 of each. This one, there's 6 designs, 2 of each. So front and back. And then the last one, front and back. And I just love the Cajun Craze, the Old Olive, the Early Espresso, the Crushed Curry. So don't miss out on this. There's some beautiful Cajun Craze gold dots that come with this. They are on the way to my house as we speak. There's some Early Espresso and Old Olive linen thread that's on its way to my house. Again, I wish I would have had those so that you guys could see those in video, but it will be here tomorrow. Here is the Modern Christmas Suite Collection. It's gold, black, and white. I almost thought about getting this for New Year's. It has some beautiful black and white and gold baker's twine that will probably come to my house eventually. I'm still undecided about the paper. There's only really like 1 sheet that yells New Year's Eve to me. A lot of it does have the Christmas trees or the little ornaments or pine. A lot of it is pretty Christmassy. It has these great hoops that you can make ornaments out of. It does come with a stamp and a die set. So this one is called Elegant Pines, and this die set that comes with this can make some beautiful snowflakes using pine branches. So it is pretty. I just didn't know if I would have time to use this and the other stuff. Sometimes you can almost buy too much Christmas stuff. Here's a great pumpkin set. So those were the sweets. Here are the bundles. So beautiful pumpkins. This one's called Homemade Treats. This is a great addition to the gingerbread man. So if you're going to get the gingerbread man, don't forget about this Homemade Treats, because it says, "'Tis the season for baking. It's beginning to taste like Christmas." It's got a little dough with some sugar cookies cut out. It's got a rolling pin, a mitten, a pastry bag. It does say "from the kitchen of." So if you're going to make treats or candy and hand those out, that's a great thing. This one's called Snowflake Kisses Bundle. Like I told you in the mini, there was that snowflake bundle with the mask, but the snowflakes were huge. This one has smaller snowflakes, and if you can see this big die, it's kind of like that leaf one that's in our holiday catalog. It's really pretty and big. Again, that would make a great shaker card, so I might end up having to get that die. Ugh. Want, want, want. That's all I do is want. Here's one called Pet Love. This will be coming to my house. It's really hard to make pet sympathy cards, but this says, "No longer by your side, but always in your heart." I really need that sentiment. I make, again, cards for craft shows to sell, and that's a great saying for the pet, for a loss of a pet. So that'll be coming to my house eventually. Festive Friends. These guys were creepy. I don't know. I don't like them. We've had cuter elves and snowmen and gnomes. I don't like that one. It's not my style. Pine Tree Trimmings. This one actually has some, a little punch out and a clear plastic thing to make a shaker card with. So if you don't have a Christmas tree set in your stash, that would be a great one. I have a gajillion of them, so that's going to stay there. And then here is the Sign Design Bundle. So you have this punch, and then these little stamps: Merry and Bright, Happy New Year, Trick or Treat, Be Sweet, Season of Thanks. It's cute, but I didn't get it, and it probably won't come home. Here's the index. I missed that somewhere, but there are some gold shaker stars that will be coming to my house. One other thing that I have, and this has been out for a while, but I don't want you guys to miss it. So this was a bundle back in our, oh gosh, February, March. This was an online exclusive that you could get. I've used this a couple of times. Well, they came out with a stamp set called Jar of Joy for Christmas. And it has some little cookies, a snowman, some ornaments. You know, do you guys remember taking the baby food jars and making little snow globes out of them for school? That's what that reminds me of. So, of course, you know that's going to be a shaker card. I think that is really it. Trying to see if I went through everything. I believe so. So those are all the new products that went live. don't miss out. If you guys have questions, send me emails or messages or comment. I'll see those. Again, we will be out of town next week. Tuesday through next week, I will not be available. We're going to be off the grid. I'm taking a true week's vacation, and I deserve it. I need it, and I'm going to take it. So I've caught up. Everything is where it needs to be for when I come back so that I'm not behind. Again, like I said, I have October stuff ready to go so that I can show you for the middle of September. We will be having, we had our card class yesterday. We have the scrapbooking class coming up on the 20th. And then we have a craft show on the 27th. So September is, there might be 2 more lives. I will not be here for a Facebook Live next weekend. We will be gone. We will not be in town. So no Facebook Live next weekend, the 13th or the 14th. There will be one on either the 20th and the 21st. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure about the 27th or 28th because of the craft fair. So at least one more Facebook Live for the month of September. And then October, it will be Halloween. And we will be making some Halloween cards. So that's kind of what my next month looks like. Again, if you need me, I will be here tonight, tomorrow, and then I'm gone for a week. So reach out to me if you need me. If not, send me an email and I will respond to all comments, emails when I get back next week. So, love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me for the last hour and 40 minutes. I hope you guys saw some stuff that you love. I love a lot of it. And we'll see you in a couple weeks. Have a great week. Bye-bye.